What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing some battles submitted to the channel by Emeraldnightmar, who is running a unique triple shiny team in the Open Ultra League with Garchomp, Hydreigon and Obstagoon running Obstruct and Hyper Beam. Now just a few weeks ago I got absolutely destroyed by an Obstagoon with this move combination, because after seeing an Obstruct land you just don't expect it to be paired with a nuke move like Hyper Beam. This team is of course triple weak to fairies, so it will be interesting to see what we do if we do face any fairies in this video. But with that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. What is your favourite typing to use for the Go Battle League? Let me know in the comment section down below, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we lead Garchomp into Cobalion. On paper, a great matchup for Garchomp because of the ground typing, but I'm sure Cobalion does make this very close with the insane spam with Double Kick and Sacred Sword. We go for the Earth Power, the opponent does respect the damage there, using a shield, and we're going to let the first Sacred Sword go through, but they are at the back-to-back, so we will shield the second one. And now the opponent's going to swap into Tapu Fini. We're going to go straight for an Earth Power here. Honestly, we don't have the best response to a fairy type with this team. Actually, all three Pokemon are weak to the fairy typing, but we go for a second Earth Power, grabbing the final shield, and now we swap into our Hydreigon here, making sure they don't get the full farm down. The opponent full sends the Moonblast, we do correctly shield it up, and now we can go for a Brutal Swing. This should be enough damage to put them into range where we can fully Dragon Breath farm them down. And the opponent's going to come back in with the Cobalion here. They're already at another charge move. Sacred Sword does big damage, but they swap into Giratina for whatever reason, and that does give us a lifeline here. The Brutal Swing does big damage, gets them into the yellow health already, and they are switch locked, so we can come in with the Obstagoon straight away and just farm up on energy. We are of course running Obstruct and Hyper Beam, so we're going to go for an Obstruct straight away, boosting our defense, lowering theirs, and at this point I think we just fully farm up here, expecting them to swap back into Cobalion at some point here. So we're going to keep on farming. They swap into the Cobalion. We now have enough energy for the Hyper Beam. How much damage will it do? It does big damage. We swap and we catch the Sacred Sword onto our Garchomp. Perfectly executed there. We get the counter farm down, and this Giratina does have quite a lot of energy here, so it's going to be incredibly close. They go for the Ancient Power. They even get the boost, but we make it to the Obstruct in time, and from this range, Obstruct takes out the Giratina, and we take that game. So what a crazy start to the video. Into the next battle, we see Trevenant in the lead, got two dark types in the back, so we swap into our Obstagoon, and we are gonna full send the Hyper Beam straight away. Will they respect the damage? They do not, and it does huge damage. We will now be able to flip this matchup. Gonna shield it up. It's just a Surf bait, unfortunately. This should just be another Surf. Personally, I would not shield here, but we're gonna shield anyways and get the full counter farm down. The opponent's going to wait out their switch clock before coming in with a Mandibuzz, and this is going to be absolutely huge if we can get a bait here with the Obstruct, but no, the opponent does let that go through, and unfortunately at this point I think they will definitely shield the next charge move, so personally I would just spam out Obstructs here, but we're going to full send the Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam does get shielded, and yeah, I think we should have just gone for the Obstruct there, because lowering their defense, Hyper Beam would have done huge damage, but now we can get a Hydreigon aligned with this Trevenant. This is a very dominant matchup. We resist everything. The opponent even goes for Seed Bomb for whatever reason. We're now going to go for that Brutal Swing, taking out the Trevenant. The opponent's going to put it all on the Mandibuzz. From this range, we should still be able to live an Aerial Ace quite comfortably, and they will have to throw another charge move to take us out. So we go for yet another Brutal Swing, and that does also got unshielded. The opponent knows they can live it as well, and Mud Shots are double resisted. This is going to be very close here. Even though we got a full health Garchomp here, we're going to have to make it to two charge moves to take them out. So we go for the Earth Power, even though it's double resisted. From this range, it should be enough to take them out. We grab the final shield from the opponent, but they make it to a final charge move in time. Dark Pulse doesn't take us out. We make it to the Earth Power, and this will be able to take out the Mandibuzz, and we take that game. So going into the next battle, Obstagoon in the lead, bit tricky here, and we are just going to have to stay in, really. Going to let the first move go through, I assume, and it is just a Night Slash, but they get the boost. That's absolutely horrible for us. We're going to go for the Earth Power. It does connect, but honestly, it doesn't do that much damage. Well, it certainly doesn't do as much damage as I was expecting it to. We are now going to shield up the Night Slash, go for Earth Power number 2, but they're going to come out with a decent amount of energy. So to prevent that, we swap into our own Obstagoon. Going to have to shield this up. Hope they're not at the back-to-back moves already, and they're not. We're able to counter, farm them down. They come in with Swampert, and we should be able to live a Hydro Cannon from this range, just barely, and we make it to the Hyper Beam. Will they respect the damage here? No, we one-shot the Swampert. You saw Hyper Beam from Shadow Ursaring in yesterday's video. Well, now Hyper Beam is absolutely going off from this Obstagoon in today's video. Oh my gosh, we make the perfect catch onto our Garchomp, catching the Sludge Bomb. That was incredible. And now we just need to farm to the back-to-back Brutal Swings. They make it to Sludge Bomb number 2. It will do big damage, but they need to make it to a third charge move to take us out. But we are at the back-to-back Brutal Swings already, grabbing the shield and now making it to the final Brutal Swing, which will be enough to take out the Venusaur, and we take that game. So going into the next battle, we see a Charizard with the birthday hat on, so hopefully he had a great birthday there. We're going to swap and catch the Dragon Claw onto the Obstagoon, and it is just a Dragon Claw, so good play there. The opponent is choosing to stay in initially, and they swap into a Snarl Gramble. This is awful, they're already at the close combat, but we're going to call the Crunch Bait, and it is the Crunch Bait. We can now full send the Hyper Beam, and Hyper Beam one-shots the Gramble there. We flip switch advantage, and now Charizard's birthday has certainly been ruined. We're going to let the Dragon Claw go through. We still live it, and we make it to the Obstruct. Will we grab a shield from the Charizard here? No, but we will be able to debuff their defense, come in with the Hydreigon here, shield once, and hopefully get a full Dragon Claw farm down, or Dragon Breath, sorry. We are going to let the second Dragon Claw go through, but we should be able to get the farm down. No, they make it to a final Dragon Claw. That is really unfortunate. We shield it up, but they've got Swampert in the back now. This is looking doable here, but it's going to be very close. We probably need to make a catch, but the opponent, it looks like they're over farming, allowing us to get to Brutal Swing number 2, grabbing the shield from the opponent, and now we swap into the Garchomp. We've got the energy there, but they make it to the Earthquake. It doesn't take us out, and now we can go for an Earth Power, and from this range it's enough damage to take out the Swampert, and we take that game. So going into the next battle, we see a Shadow Snorlax in the lead, so not the best matchup for us, but honestly not the worst either. The opponent's going to go straight for a Body Slam, I believe, and it is the Body Slam, so we let it go through. We're going to go for the Earth Power here, and they will barely outpace us to the next charge move, so the opponent lets the first one go through. We try to make a catch there, but we're not able to do so, and we're actually just going to let Garchomp go down. Interesting decision here. We come in with the Obstagoon, and are they at the superpower here? We're going to call that it's just a Body Slam, and it is, so good counting by this trainer. We get the farm down, and let's see what the opponent brings in next. They come in with a Sylveon. That is not great, but once again, going to full send the Hyper Beam here, and Hyper Beam does connect. It does big damage, but they get the farm down, and now we come in with Hydreigon here, and we're able to farm them down, but we have like 5 HP remaining. It's a Giratina in the back, and unfortunately, they Shadow Claw farm us down. But into the next battle, another Obstagoon in the lead. Probably going to stay in like we did in the previous game here, and they're going to go straight for a Night Slash, I believe. Nope, they go for Obstruct here, so that's fine with us, although they do buff their defense and lower ours, so a bit difficult to deal with there, but we lower their defense once again, so that's fine. Gonna let the next move go through here, and it is just another Obstruct, and we can now go for an Outrage. This will do more damage to the Obstagoon, and it nearly puts them into range. Yes, we go for the snipe there. I do like that play. And now they come in with a Alolan Muck here, and they're going to go straight for an Acid Spray. We are going to farm up to the Hyper Beam, full sending it yet again. Do they respect the damage? They do not. They get one shot, and they've got Confusion, Shadow Gallade, so even though they've debuffed our defense, we're still taking very little damage from these Confusions. We go for the Obstruct. The opponent let it go through there, which is an interesting play for sure. They are now going to go for a Leaf Blade. We can come in with the Hydreigon here, and we should just be able to shield once, maybe shield twice, but fully farm them down. They go for the close combat there. We swap into Garchomp just to flex that Mudshot farm down, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we see a Shadow Gliscor in the lead, and we're going to go straight for that Outrage. This will do big damage to the Gliscor if it does land, which it does. And we are going to let the Night Slash go through. Good call there. And we're now going to swap and catch the second Night Slash onto the Obstagoon. Great catch there. Night Slash is resisted. The opponent comes in with Cresselia here, and we are going to overfarm. And are we going to shield this up here? No, we let the Moonblast go through, and we are going to full send the Hyper Beam yet again. Honestly, I don't expect Cresselia to shield this up, and we do connect there, but honestly, it doesn't do that much damage. We're still going to have to land a second Hyper Beam to take them out here, as Obstruct will just not be enough damage. But we swap into the Garchomp. It looks like the opponent started lagging there. We go for the Earth Power, and they are very clearly lagging now. We go for the Earth Power, they let it go through. Maybe they have disconnected from this battle, which is very unfortunate if it is the case, and it looks like it is the case there. The opponent now gets back into the battle, and they do just concede the match there, so very unfortunate for that opponent. But into the next battle, we see another Obstagoon in the lead. So we're going to let the first charge move go through. They go for a Night Slash, and they get the boost again. Oh my gosh. Obstagoon, mate, stop doing that. Why can't you just run Obstruct like we're running? We're going to come in with our own Obstagoon here. We bait out the Togekiss, and can we make it to the Hyper Beam? Yes, we do make it. And can we land yet another Hyper Beam? Yes, we do. But honestly, how do we get rid of this Togekiss? Like, we've got a Pokemon that is triple weak. Oh, not sorry. Double weak to the charm damage here, and we're going to have to shield this up. They're probably going to land at least one more charm. We should be able to farm them down before going down, but yeah, it's game over unfortunately up against this Obstagoon. They've got a ton of energy. They go for a Night Slash. We let it go through. They get yet another boost. What on earth is going on there? But into the next battle, another Charizard in the lead, and the opponent is actually running Fire Spin, so that's much better for us as we do resist it. And now we can tank a Dragon Claw quite comfortably, and with these Fire Spins, well, they're not going to be able to farm us down. We go for the Outrage straight away, grabbing a shield, and at this point I think we just let Garchomp go down, which is exactly what we do. And now we're going to come in with the Hydreigon here, and they will make it to another Dragon Claw, but I think we'll shield this up, and we should be able to outpace them to the next charge move. So that's exactly what we're going to do, but we don't actually throw here, so interesting play. Gonna let it go through and go for a full Dragon Breath farm down. I do like that play. They now come in with a Swampert. We go for the Brutal Swing, and this will do some decent damage to the Swampert. Gonna go straight for Brutal Swing number 2, and this might even grab a shield. Nope, they let it go through. We swap into the Obstagoon. The opponent's gonna overfarm with their Swampert. This might be an Earthquake, so we respect it. It is the Earthquake. They come in with Giratina, and this should be game over now. We're going to go for the Obstruct. The opponent lets the first one go through, and they will get to a charge move here. They're going to have to throw straight away, otherwise we will be able to boost our defense yet again. So we're going to go for Obstruct number 2, boosting our defense, lowering theirs, and at this point, yeah, I don't think there's any way this Giratina can beat us. Dragon Claws are going to do less and less damage each time they throw it. We go for Obstruct number 3. The opponent lets it go through yet again, but this is still absolutely fine for us. They go for another Dragon Claw, and we will be able to... Wait, what? Oh, they sacrificed their other Pokemon there. Very good play. Also clearing the debuff, but it still probably does not matter here. They do have a shield, so let's bear that in mind. We are going to let the next Dragon Claw go through, go for yet another Obstruct up against this Giratina. This is such a long matchup, and we do finally grab a shield there, and at this point, They go for yet another Dragon Claw, and the timer is coming up here. Are we just going to be able to lose this game or win this game to the timer here? No, we're going to go for the Hyper Beam BM here. And Hyper Beam from this range with the debuff takes out the Giratina, and that was the most long-winded BM I think I've ever seen. But into the final battle of this video, we lead into Togekiss. Yeah, we're just going to concede that match there, and that will be it from this showcase. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And as for my opinion, I'm going to go with Dragon. I've done quite a lot of triple Dragon theme teams in the past. I do really enjoy using dragons, especially the dragons that aren't really that meta. Certainly the dragons that you don't see very often. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.